Before I start, I must apologize for some of the sound quality of the video clips I will be showing. Basically, a lot of this comes from the Twitter feed. Here's a question for you. The leader of China, Xi Jinping, has this strict enforcement of zero COVID. Basically, everyone has to wear a mask. Don't go outdoors. Many cities are locked down, partial lockdowns like Guangzhou in the southeast of China. But he's not wearing a mask. Why? And he has been in contact very recently in the G20 summit in Bali with people who did actually have COVID. Here we go.
Jinping was in Bali meeting with world leaders at the G20. He met with Joe Biden for 3 hours without a mask and made headline news by scolding Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau at a reception, also maskless. And Chinese suffering from zero COVID at home are burning with a question. Why isn't their leader afraid of COVID? Because both Biden and Trudeau have been in close contact with Cambodian Prime Minister who tested positive for COVID in Bali. Biden sat next to him at dinner, both maskless. Meanwhile, back in China, a woman was warned for not wearing a mask while napping. People are so confused about China's zero COVID policy.
Now, I did double check the fact of the gentleman who did actually test positive for COVID during the G20, and it's in the news as well. So, what happens if you don't wear a mask in mainland China? Well, quite simply, this may happen. This is the edited version. You can actually see the full version on Twitter. And how is life in Guangzhou? Again, I repeat, Guangzhou is a southeastern city with a population of about 18 million people, I do believe, very close to Hong Kong. Life is like this. And wherever you go, you have to scan a QR code, a quick response code, everywhere you go. There is a health code in China. Green means it's good to go. Yellow means go home. Red means that you will go to a quarantine center. And as simple as going into a restaurant. The thing is, do Chinese people look at videos from, let's say, London and getting ready for Christmas and all the Christmas lights, for example? And you can see that no one, and I mean absolutely no one, is wearing a mask. They would say, why is it happening in China? The information about the Three Gorges Dam is coming up a little bit later on today, just towards the end of the show. And how does the Chinese government, the CCP or the CPC or the Chinese Party, Communist Party or whatever it is, dictate how China is nowadays to the world? Quite simply by showing videos like this that everything is all shiny and bright. And I feel like this is I am like a broken record. And in Guangzhou, again, there have been one or two little protests, which I actually can't show on this channel for obvious reasons. But now, if you want to go for a COVID test, or you're obliged to, or mandatory test, you sometimes have to wait up to 3 hours. Now, away from all that situation, and some people do ask me once in a blue moon, what do I watch on YouTube? One show that I do watch every Saturday morning, my time, which is Friday evening in the United States, is the China show with some gentleman called Serpent ZA. I'm using their YouTube handles, and Sea Milk or Laowai86. And they will do a live stream of what's happening in China. I would highly recommend to watch it. And here's a little advert from them. No, I'm not getting paid for them. But if they want to donate any money, please do so, Serpent, because, well, I'll show you what I mean. Here's the clip.
The China Show, where we bring you current events related to China every single Friday. What's happening on the ground, what's happening in the news, and much, much more. Even eyewitness accounts from people in China.
Join us for a very important conversation where we talk about what's new in China, how China's soft power is affecting you and those around you. We also look at a worldview and the impact China is having on the world at the moment.
And we finish off every single episode with a Q&A.
So away from Guangzhou and into what's happening related to dams in China, what I wanted to do is a comparison for you. And you can see on the map here, one place is Chongqing on the top right hand side, and at the bottom left hand side is the red dot of one dam on the Yangtze River. This is one of the 12 or 13 dams before the Three Gorges. You may see the picture. I can't really pronounce the name, so I'm not even going to try. But here is the comparison of the two dams. And may I just remind people, if you do like the show, please give it a thumbs up, like and subscribe. It is 6 days until Thanksgiving in the United States of America, and on that particular day, on the 8th of 8 a.m. New York City time, there is a live fundraiser with myself, Tokyo, Soapy and Pickle. And if you would like to join in, again, it starts 8 a.m. New York City, 8 p.m. Bangkok, 1 p.m. New York time on the 24th of November 2022. So please leave a comment if you want to say hello to Uncle Harry in Switzerland, or Mother Bessie in Alabama, in Mississippi, for example. I can't get my words out today. That's all happening on that particular day. It's a live stream, and you can leave the super chat and the super thanks there, and all that will go to some kind of charity here. Not too sure what. Brings us to a close today, doesn't it? Yes, it does. On the 18th of November 2022. My name is James. This here is Tokyo. God bless to everyone. Bye-bye for now. But before we go, there are some outtakes of this show. I just can't get my words, and I still can't get my words out of my mouth today. It's one of those days today. But 2022, if you are... we'll have to do it again. That's music. And what I need from you is your taking part in it, your participation. I can't really say that word, and I'll have to do the whole thing again. If you have got to the very end of this show, congratulations. Here are some videos, and here is where you can subscribe as well if you're watching this on a computer. Thank you.